Okay, here we go. We're in Mishlei Perek Zayin, Pasuk Yud Zayin. Two Pesukim that both have something a little bit famous in it. The first is Mesilat Yesharim, Sur Merah, Shomer Nafsho, Notzer Darko. Mesilat Yesharim, the path of the just is to go away from bad. Shomer Nafsho, someone that guards his soul, Notzer Darko. He will watch his path very much. You know, Mesilat Yesharim, Path of the Just, this is the name of the most famous Musar Sefer, probably the origin of Musar, for the Ramchal, Moshe Chaim Lutzato, written about 300 or so years ago in Italy. He's buried in Tveria. Mesilat Yesharim, the father of all Musar books. So the Path of the Just, those words come from Shlomo HaMelech. So the Gaon of Vilna says, a Mesilah, because the word derech, and there's many words for paths, derech, orach, like orchot tzadikim. So a mesilah, he says, is a path that you needed to move away rocks or move away things that were on that path to continue that path. It was a path, maybe a mountain type of path, or a path that you needed to really clean up the path to make it go. So he says that's what's going on over here, that a person has a path in his life. He wants to go on a certain path. He wants to go on the right path. And the proper way is sooner, stay away from bad. Move away the bad. You're going on this path and there's this obstacle, that obstacle. Try your best to move away from those obstacles. And then Shomer Nafsho, when he guards himself, Notzer Darko, he will be on guard on that path, making sure that he's always on the right path. The next pasuk, Lifnei Shever Gaon. Before breaking, there is haughtiness, there's ga'ava. Velifnei kishalon gova ruach. Before weakening, there is a lifting of a person's spirit. So, before the Gaon of Vilna's explanation, the Gemara Masechet Megillah says that this pasuk is referring to Haman. Lifnei shever gaon. Lifnei shever gaon means before the breaking, there is a lifting up. Meaning, before Hashem wants to destroy an enemy, He brings them up so that the fall is much stronger, a much bigger fall. So to Haman was brought to the second in command. At the beginning of the story, he was the seventh out of 7 advisors. And then he was brought up to second in command, and then dropped to the end. So that's a way of how Hashem punishes is, if Hashem's meant to break someone, sometimes He'll bring him up so that the break that the fall is a stronger fall. So here, the Gemara explains that if a person is mitgayel hatzibur, he's more haughty over the congregation, and he has intention to use that haughtiness in different ways. Say, no, do this, we have to do that, we have to do this, to try to rule over them based on his ga'ava. So Hashem will knock him down. So there's shever and kishalon. Kishalon is weakening. So shever is through others. Is it going to be through an outside way? He's going to be broken down, and kishalon is going to be a weakening eventually from the inside as well. So this is the evilness of ga'ava, thinking that you're better than others and putting yourself ahead of others in that negative way. There's going to be a breaking from the outside, and even eventually a kishalon, a weakening from the inside. So we want to stay on the path of the just, move away all the obstacles that are on that path, make sure to guard that path very well, and stay away from haughtiness. So, because if a person is haughty and uses that in the negative, they'll be broken down from other elements and even from yourself eventually. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'amen. Rabbi Chananya ben HaKashia אומר רצה הקדוש ברוך הוא לזכות את ישראל לפיכך ירבה להם תורה מצווה שנאמר אדוני חפש זמן צדקו יגדיל תורה וידיר